My name is Kyle Daniels, and today I'm going to be talking to you about whether underclassmen should or should not be allowed to enter the NFL draft. Each year, millions of people tune in each April to watch the NFL draft, hoping that their favorite team will select some players that will lead them to the Super Bowl. And I'm here to talk to you today about the players that are drafted each April, but more specifically, why the NFL should not change their current policy regarding underclassmen entering the draft. Currently, freshmen and sophomores are not allowed to enter the draft per the NFL rules. However, with recent successes of players like Todd Gurley, Jadeveon Clowney, and Leonard Fournette, that rule has been challenged. Hopefully, through my speech, I can show that changing the rule is in fact a bad idea. The NFL is a harsh place that requires athletes to sacrifice their bodies on a daily basis. And most athletes can't simply go from high school or 1 year of college straight into the NFL without getting injured in some way. They need time to go through college strength and conditioning programs to help their bodies grow accustomed to absorbing more powerful hits. Another problem is that many athletes assume success at the high school and college level will immediately translate to success at the NFL level, but that's not the case. You can think of past Heisman winners like Tim Tebow or Johnny Manziel as examples of players who were great at the college level but have struggled a little bit once they reach the NFL. As I said earlier, there are some players who seem ready for the NFL after their sophomore season. Jadeveon Clowney had an incredible sophomore season at South Carolina. He had a lot of highlight plays, and people were projecting him as the number one pick in the draft, but he couldn't declare for the draft after his sophomore season. So he came back for his junior season. Unfortunately, he got injured a little bit, but he still went number one overall with the Texans. And Leonard Fournette this past season looked incredible on the field. He just looked bigger, faster, and stronger than all the guys out there with him. But according to the rules, he couldn't declare for the draft, and he'll be back for his sophomore season. Now I'm going to give you some examples about how this policy can affect you. If the NFL were to allow popular college players to leave school early, it would discourage some people from tuning in to watch the games on Saturdays. I know, being a student at A&M, I love going to the games on Saturdays and watching Christian Kirk and Myles Garrett just wreak havoc on opposing teams. And if they were allowed to leave after their freshman and sophomore seasons, it would be a little bit discouraging to me because I love going to watch them. Now I'm going to show you what would happen if the rule were changed. I believe that if the rule were changed, it would negatively affect the bottom line of both the NCAA and the NFL. I think that with high-profile athletes leaving the NCAA, it would hurt their bottom dollar. And there are a lot of juniors right now that go undrafted. Over 28% of juniors in this last draft were not selected. All right, now I'm going to summarize my points. The NFL and NCAA are both multi-billion-dollar corporations, but neither would exist without the athletes that play hard every weekend. Allowing athletes to declare earlier for the draft will hurt both the industries and the athletes themselves. Clowney and Gurley proved that waiting 1 year can still lead to success, even though it might come with injuries. So the next time you hear talk about changing draft eligibility, please don't agree with it. Thank you. Here are my references.